Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Lake
Lake
Live.
Live.
It's 2023.
I know. Can you believe it? How
What
fast
happened?
is it?
I mean, 2022 just went in a flash. Thank God.
Yeah.
We're,
I was ready for it to go.
yeah, we're done with that chapter. We're looking on to bigger and better things. We got some great ideas for this year. We're gonna start bringing in some hometown heroes, folks that kind of give back to our community and.
Ones that are never recognized. That they do so much, but they're so behind
We just
the
overlook
scenes.
them. Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of them just don't want to. They just do it because they want to do it. But I think sometimes we just need to step up and start honoring these people that really give back to our community.
Yeah,
so
it's so
I'm
important.
really gonna like this part.
Yeah, it's so important to highlight these folks,
Mm-hmm.
and so we got the chance this week to sit down with Teresa Horborth from Lower Lake, longtime resident, community member, and very excited to talk to her.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
was great.
All right, take it away. Welcome, Teresa, to Lake Life. Thank you for coming out with Joyce and I and sitting down doing an interview with us. We know you as an active person in the community, but we really don't know like Teresa Horborth. I mean, we know that you've been around for many years in Lake County. Tell us, what brought you to Lake County, first of all?
Well, I was born and raised in Sonoma County, and we sold out down there in '90, just wanting more land, better value. Our house was in Petaluma, so we came from down there, and just started looking at properties up here. We'd always come up for vacation and everything, and
I think that's how a lot
The
of people
vacation
get.
place,
Yeah,
it
the
is,
vacation
really.
place.
Everybody says, "Oh, we come here for vacation." That's kind of
that's how it all gets started,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
and Lower Lake was really similar to. I grew up in Forestville,
Oh,
which was a really small
Russian
town.
River area.
The Russian
Yeah,
River area,
yeah.
yeah. So it was very similar in community.
Okay.
And so that's what kind of attracted us to that area.
The small town vibe.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely.
And Lower Lake, much like Forestville, if I'm not mistaken, Forestville also has a high school
Yes,
right in their little town. So Lower
Yes.
Lake, the kind of the hub of where our local high school is here. So your early Lake County life in the '90s, what did that look like here for you?
we moved our construction company up here too at the time, and we traveled a lot, worked all over the state.
Oh.
So it was always very nice to come back home
Have a
to
home
Lake County,
station.
definitely.
Yeah.
because it felt like you were going on vacation.
And my son was very young when we moved up here. He started Lower Lake Grammar School in 3rd grade, I believe.
Okay.
So, and then he graduated from Lower Lake High, although he did take 2 years and go to Middletown due to the fact that he wanted FFA and they didn't have the program up
Oh,
here yet.
I see. And
Which they do now.
They do
Yes, they
now,
do
yeah.
now, which is wonderful.
Not back in those days, they
Yeah.
didn't. I heard you were an avid horse rider.
Yes, we have the ranch on Morgan Valley Road, and right now I have 2 horses. But yeah, we ran cattle.
Oh.
And so I ran like 42 head for a while,
Okay.
and had them lease over on Highway 20, so
Okay.
not on my place.
Okay.
But,
So you leased land out on Highway 20 to raise your cattle.
Yeah.
Did you raise cattle to farm? I mean,
For beef.
For beef.
Yeah.
Okay, beef cattle.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
So yeah, so my horses were working horses.
Okay.
Of course we rode recreationally too, and
Gotcha.
then I got my stepdaughter involved in the parades and
Okay.
things like that. Gave her
So-
my rodeo horse, so she was very happy to do that.
So was that your initial start in the Lower Lake parade?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
And it just kind of took off from there. I mean, you're still a very active member of the Lower Lake Community Action Group?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And you guys have put on some great parades.
They do.
It's been
we
really
had
nice.
a couple of your parade officials on our show just this last year. Jessica Trudeau and Rochelle Cepeda.
Cepeda, yeah.
What I like about what they're doing now is the vendors. That really is nice to see the vendors along with the parade.
Most
I really-
certainly.
I think that was a
The
great
street
idea.
fair made all the difference
It
in the
does.
world.
It
Yeah.
really keeps it going, because before you did the parade, you went to the park. Most people didn't go to the park, so it really wasn't that beneficial for people to go there and hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think adding those vendors and having that festival type of atmosphere.
Yeah,
so
and
much better.
closing
People-
off the street,
Yeah.
that is just so amazing. And folks, we're not just talking about the Lower Lake Days Parade,
No,
which
that's
she's very active
Memorial
in.
Day.
The Memorial Day Parade, we're talking the Christmas Parade, if you, any of you attended that, kudos, applaud to you guys.
It was
'Cause
fun.
You
It was
guys
so
did a
much
great
fun.
job. It was absolutely freezing, but
but I mean, people
But
expect
that-
that
yeah,
during the
exactly,
holidays. It's like, I
exactly.
mean, when there's like, well, if it's bad weather, we're gonna cancel the parade. It's like, no, you don't.
no.
No.
I mean,
That's
I
part
mean, I
of
was at the
the-
parade when it
Yeah.
was snowing. Come on,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
part of the atmosphere.
Definitely.
Joyce is also an advocate of our local parade, the Clear Lake Parade, and she wasn't having it. They were talking about rain, and she's like, "Oh no, we are having this parade." It's like, Joyce, we're drowning. Wear a life jacket.
Exactly.
It's like put an umbrella, whatever, you
Yeah.
know, whatever it is, because I mean, you expect that in December. I mean, you just
Yeah.
expect that, you know. So,
And unfortunately,
prepared for it.
Jessica and Rochelle both stepped down this year.
yeah.
Oh no, for the 2023 year.
Yes,
Oh.
and they have, you know, their children are grown now and
Right.
going off to college,
Yeah.
and
Got
so
it.
they're spending
Yeah.
a lot of time with them, which
But
is
my
I totally
understanding
get
is
it.
Lonnie Sloan did the parade for years, and
Yeah.
I think they've asked her to come back.
Yeah,
to do
she's
the
come back to
parade, so
assist.
I mean, so that's great. I
So
think
it's
she's
in
got a
good
lot of-
hands. Yeah.
I think she has a lot of, you know, the background of the parade stuff, and
Yeah.
Lot
always
of knowledge.
it's always good to have that, you know, history.
Right.
And people, because she has a lot of contact people. That's
Yes.
one thing I can say.
Yeah.
She has a lot of contact, and she's very much involved in the communities, just really all over. I mean, she even helps us here with our
listen
center
to
and
your
stuff like
local
that. Yeah.
community. You know, the input that you get from the community.
Yeah.
I know that the closing off the street, it was, you know, for everyone was such a better time. Like everyone had a much better time rather than trying to cram everybody into that
the
little
park
park.
just isn't big
park-
enough anymore.
True.
And people
yeah.
just got to where I mean, literally, the last time I was down there, there was like nobody. It
Yeah.
was like nobody. It was,
And-
I think
And Lower Lake
uh,
Days is the kickoff to summer.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
definitely the kickoff
And
to
you know
summer.
what's the beautiful thing about that is Lower Lake. Okay, this small little community town hosts a very large high school now. Not even a pretty large. It's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
large
well,
high school. And what do we call this? Growing pains. And
Mm-hmm.
we see right. I mean, and so we're trying to keep it in this still small time atmosphere. But to me, it just felt like such a big city, big town. Type of, and you guys did such a great job at it. It's like, you know, you didn't feel totally cramped, and you know,
No, it was
and
really
it was
nice,
very
yeah.
comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Very nice.
to me, for me, it was a great experience.
See, the nice
I
thing
look
of-
forward to it actually
Right.
every year. Yeah,
And the nice thing about Lower Lake is, you know, you have your business area, you have a designated business area, kind of like Lakeport, you know. Unfortunately, Clear Lake, trying to figure out
We're
where
working
our,
on it, yeah.
where our business area is. I say it's from Highlands Park, where the chamber is,
Yeah.
to Austin, and I said where we tend to take our parade too far. I think we need to cut it down and make it
Exactly.
more a festival kind of thing too. So
It's definitely
yeah.
hard to make everybody happy.
It
It's
is.
like, why did you skip my business? Why did you, why is it that way? And it's like,
Yeah, but yeah, you
well,
just have.
but you guys do advertise. I mean, I see it on social media.
Mhm.
So, folks, if you're wanting to attend or be a part of it, that's where
Right.
that's where we'll direct you. Is social media is a great avenue for these things.
It's
And they have
great
sign up
for-
sheets
right.
and
The small
photos.
little people who do their arts and crafts at home
Exactly.
and want to get out and make a little bit of money, make some of their, because when you do arts and crafts, you never make money, you get your money back if you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
For the
Labor
crafts, I
of
used,
love,
I,
for
I used
sure.
to do that when I was younger, but, you know, I mean, basically, I went to the shows and, you know, you do it for fun,
Yeah.
and if you happen to get some money back to help pay for your supplies, you're
Exactly.
thanking, you know, you're
I
thankful for
think
that,
more or
so-
less though it's the joy of it. So my
Just-
beautiful wife
right.
does arts and crafts
Oh.
herself, and she really enjoys when the people come by and say, "Oh, that is pretty," and she'll, "Well, yeah, it's pretty."
yeah, she does. She
Take
does
something
nice
home
pieces.
with you.
But, yeah, she does nice work, so.
But we had some different vendors this year too, like, along with Jamie's is just more unique, and some leather crafters, and actually he's a welding teacher at the high school.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Weedman.
Yes,
yeah,
does
yeah.
some
We were
beautiful
actually
work.
right next door to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
He really does
Yeah.
some amazing
Amazing
leather
work.
work. Yeah.
And there's, some metal crafting and things like that, so
Yeah.
it's a lot broader than it used to be
We're,
with
we're
just
getting where
the,
people are
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Artists and
Uh,
authors and
yes.
all these just
and,
great
and,
things.
and things that they're making jewelry out of, walnuts and all these nuts, peach nut and stuff like that they're actually making jewelry out of. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I seen some of it during the holidays, and I was like, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
they
even
take such a thing.
hanging art and making stuff out of bullet shells that they went and collected at the local ranges. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Really? Like, this is a thing. Yes, it is. And great looking stuff. I mean, like,
Yeah.
who would ever thought of that?
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it really is amazing what these people come up with. They're very talented. I have to get on Pintix anymore to see if I want to make something. That's like, I'm not the artsy craftsy person anymore. like
They're
I used to be.
crafting from a lot of local things too. There was a gentleman, and I wasn't able to get a hold of him for the Christmas parade, and I'm not even sure if he's still in the area, but he was making like ballpoint pens crafted out of the wood from the fires.
Mm-hmm.
So it had the
Mhm.
burnt
Yeah.
Yeah.
look to it and everything.
That's ingenious,
Yeah.
actually. That is a great idea. Yeah. So, I mean, active in the community, but you're also a local business owner, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
The owner of Pasquinelli's Deli
Which is
in Lower
an
Lake.
awesome place to eat. I
Oh
mean,
my God, the greatest sandwiches.
Yes,
Thank
it
you very
was.
much.
I hear
It
you're
was-
taking, not literally, but taking your operation a little bit on the road. You're going to be setting up a like a
Mobile coffee and sandwich trailer. Be mobile, semi-mobile, semi-permanent at the Old Tuscan Village site.
Yeah.
The Old
Alright.
Tuscan Village, folks, if you don't know, it's located right down there in Lower Lake, right next to the post office. It
Yes.
used to be the Tuscan Village. Unfortunately, it
Burned.
fell
Yeah,
victim
it
to a
burned.
fire.
It was,
Was
yeah.
that the?
The Clayton Fire.
It was the
Yeah,
Clayton Fire.
yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah.
winery,
That- the whole
wine tasting
thing.
room and everything went up. That was
You'll,
really sad.
you'll have to forgive me, folks. We have so many fires around
Yeah.
here. Sometimes it's hard to keep up, and it's tragic, but it's a
They,
fact.
they do have a plan to rebuild. It is absolutely beautiful. He has
Oh.
a virtual rendition of
Oh,
it.
wow.
Okay.
It's been approved through planning. It's been
Oh, great.
approved all through the county. They've put their blessing on it.
Wow.
And at this point, it's a matter, I do believe, more of just getting more investors involved.
I got you.
But it's going to be such a wonderful addition to
Oh.
the county and to Lower
Yeah.
Lake.
Oh, that's
You know,
great.
definitely
Yeah.
make it a destination.
And I heard
spot.
recently
Cool
we,
place anyway.
another unfortunate event happened in Lower Lake with one of the brand new restaurants, the Old Mill. They suffered a fire themselves.
They had a fire in the attic up above the tortilla factory.
Oh,
So there was some smoke damage in the restaurant, of course, but
Uh-huh.
they were in there all day Sunday cleaning it and got it
Oh.
all back up and they're open again.
yay!
So
Well,
it's
good
nice
for
to
you,
have
Old
them
Mill.
in
We're
town.
happy
Yeah.
you're back. You're back
Very
in
nice
We
to
open.
have
go get our
town.
tortillas from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have
Yeah.
the best tortillas. So because so instead of buying them from the local stores, we decided the local businesses. We're trying to support. Even the senior center tries to support our local businesses. You know,
Right.
as much as possible.
Got to, yeah.
And so instead of ordering our tortillas like we used to do through the store when they open, and I went down and got some for an event. And I was like, these are awesome tortillas.
Yeah, they're very good.
Why are when we can go down in the morning to get them fresh? Why would we? I just tell them how many we need. They have them ready for us.
There
and
you go.
it was really great. It's really great to have them there.
And they do their
and
chips
probably
fresh
cost
as well.
effective as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Right. So
Yeah, we have them. We have La Monarca. La Monarca is wonderful too. They have the taqueria in there.
Mhm.
It's not a sit-down restaurant by
Yeah.
any means, but
Very good food to go, though. Oh my
Yes,
God! If you're in a
delicious.
hurry and you want something good, that's one of the
Mhm.
And
one of the best places to go.
They're wonderful people. You know,
Yeah.
they support the community as well,
Exactly.
and so does the Old Mill, Umberto's
Yeah, yeah.
Roofing, and
Yeah.
all of them, and so it's people would ask me, it's like you're going to get hurt when they open up over there because it's a breakfast lunch setup,
I
and
don't
I'm
think
like,
so.
oh, not at all. It just is going to increase business for
Yeah.
all of us.
I,
And
that's
I
what-
think so. Yeah.
You know, and that's the problem where people do really think that when we were getting mudslingers in here. I mean,
Right, the coffee shop,
places
yeah,
were like having
yeah.
a fit, and I said, did you ever notice where burger places all go around each other? It's because more traffic comes through, and then
Yeah.
and I like I told them, I think they're all smart enough to have something special, a specialty, something that nobody else has.
Exactly,
And so
yeah.
figure it out, figure out a recipe that you have and nobody else has, and I think they'll all do fine. I said just the more I think
Yeah.
of the same more restaurants and stuff. I mean, we could definitely use some more here in Clear Lake.
and a casino.
Other than
Darn-
Spanish, no
darn
offense.
straight too,
Other
yeah.
than Spanish food, we could really use some.
Mexican food, yeah.
Consumers get used to something too. They're all going to try the new place, so it is going to hit you a little bit. There is going to be
Yeah.
that slight impact,
Yeah.
but they all become used to what their routine is,
Mhm.
especially
Exactly.
how we have it on Main Street in Lower Lake, because we have the teachers. And, they're there every morning,
Yeah.
and a lot of them will just pay for the full week, and we throw them their cup, and they grab their
Yeah.
coffee and go,
And
Yeah.
that's
Um,
yeah.
So
yeah.
there's
and,
room
and that's
for
a
everybody.
niche you guys have created creating, I think that's what a lot of the businesses, create the niche. Back to your, like, the Hamburger Hill. Okay, so we got Jack in the Box, we got McDonald's, we've got Carl's Jr. Well,
KFC
I'm a
if
Jumbo
they're-
Jack guy, but my dad, he wants Carl's Jr. I mean, so
We do it all in one
I
shot.
think each one of them have something special. That,
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I remember I used to go to the Jack in the Box. I try not to go to any of them anymore, but
Right,
Jack
yeah.
in the Box for their teriyaki bowl.
right.
And then I used to go to Burger King, which is over. But I went to Burger King for their chicken sandwich, and I went to McDonald's because they had their McChicken. If I just wanted a little snack, I'd get that. Carl's Jr. if I wanted a hamburger, because I still think they do have the best hamburgers. So but
So is my
I
dad.
think you end up shopping at all of them. You
Exactly.
really do.
And from a owner's standpoint, from a business owner's standpoint, like I know the manager at the Burger King in Lakeport very well. Very, very sweet and very, very good at her job. And so it's kind of nice to bounce things off each other.
Mhm.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
even though the businesses really are not comparable, I guess, other than we both serve food, the struggles with employees, the struggles
yeah.
with insurances, the
Yeah.
struggles with, getting that phone call, that something just went down and you've got to go take care of
Right.
it. We all have those same things, so it's being in a small community makes it really nice that we can all at least kind of vent to each other.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
So with your new adventure of your business, exactly like what are you gonna have in that? Have you decided what you're gonna type of food you're
Not
gonna serve?
100%, but it'll be similar. I mean, the coffee won't really change.
Right.
The coffee and drinks.
Mhm.
Which is delicious, by the way, if you haven't been down there.
That should remain the same equipment and everything. The level of food will definitely have to change because we won't have the kitchen and avenue to make a lot of the things that we
Right.
do, because most of our sandwiches are baked.
Oh.
So we have a special, it's an imprinter oven, and it's kind of a conveyor oven. And it really is unique to flavor and how it like melts
Right,
cheese and
cheese
does
and
those
everything, yeah.
kinds of things. So
Right.
that's something that won't be available, but we will have, top quality deli sandwiches, and that's the key. You have to have top quality
Right,
product.
right.
That's all there is to
Absolutely,
it.
set yourself apart from the rest,
Yeah.
yeah. Which, what's their rest? Subway.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh, thank God you're gonna have sandwiches.
Yeah, thank God you're gonna have sandwiches.
I mean, it's true because like what I
Yeah.
say, you go through and you're gonna eat everywhere. Like there was just a lot of times I get done with work, and especially when I was working nights, and I just don't feel like cooking. I want to just go grab it. It's
Yeah, and
a
summertime the
nice deli
same. Oh
sandwich
my
would be
gosh,
good,
like,
but-
who wants to
I
cook?
miss the
Yeah.
pasta that she. Good pasta. I'm not a pasta eater. I am not a pasta eater, but your pasta was so good.
Thank you.
And her prices were really reasonable. So so.
And
it
that's
was
the other
really
concern, that
satisfying.
you try to,
Mhm.
with the changes with the economy and everything, it's been really hard to find that balance where your supplies are going up, obviously,
Right.
and you want to maintain that top level quality,
Yeah,
and that I wouldn't compromise. That,
Gotcha, yeah.
so I
and
kind
you
of
shouldn't, I mean, yeah.
took a little bit of a hit, but you try to keep the pricing where your community can still afford it,
Right.
and
And yet you can still pay your bills.
Yeah.
Somehow
Yeah.
still paying the bills at the end of the
Being
deal.
in business is not always wonderful.
No.
So besides being a local business owner and very active in your community, you also head up many fundraisers, and this year, and I've heard you done it many years before. This year, though, you did a toy drive, and it was a very, very exciting, very well put together. Folks, we're going to give you a moment to check that out. So that was an amazing toy drive. I mean, like the amount of people that came out. I mean, it really shows that you really support your community. And then your surprise guest, the Grinch, that was awesome. Love seeing the Grinch. So what gave you this idea?
It started the second year I should say, because I took over the coffee shop in 2019, but it was the middle of December, so we just kind of let it ride out. But then we started changing things up, getting the community more involved, and bringing more attention to ourselves as well.
Gotcha, yeah.
But we decided we put up a big Christmas tree, and we had a Santa suit, and we decided to take it from there. And so we did very modest, just little toy giveaways. They were just little bags with toys from, boxes from Amazon, kind of thing. And
I get it, yeah.
so we gave away the 100 that we made, thinking that we probably wouldn't even have that many, and about an hour and a half into it, we were sending people to local stores to buy any toys they could.
Oh my gosh.
So we ended up giving away over 200 toys that first year.
Wow.
And then the next year we planned a little better and had it a little bit more organized, and ended up with like 498 toys we gave away.
Wow.
And then this last year we went over 500.
All right.
Wow, over
And
500 toys.
Yeah,
That's
it was,
amazing.
and it's so much fun. There's so much energy and excitement, and we have Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus' daughter was one of our elves, and my stepdaughter that also works at the shop was one of the elves. And we leave everything unwrapped, let the kids pick what they want. And it was wonderful. It was very, very successful again this year.
And I think honestly, with leaving the gifts unwrapped and letting the child actually pick out the gift that they wanted, the one that suited, possibly them.
Santa Claus never wraps the presents anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, this is
Santa
true.
Claus does not wrap presents.
No.
So, there's no way that they could wrap the presents. Santa Claus doesn't wrap the presents, so they should always be unwrapped. So.
And the community does give, we are right next door to Maynard's.
Gotcha.
And a lot of the customers there, some of the regulars, come in with boxes of toys that they have gotten, and things to donate in. I mean, there was everything from Tonka trucks to Barbie dolls to, they were top quality, items.
They were really nice toys. The kids, the parents, everyone was so impressed, and everyone walked away with just an amazing smile.
Yeah, it's.
And I could just see the joy, of not just the people, but all the people that were there, and for some of them, I overheard that, this is like a big thing. This is actually a big thing, part of their Christmas, because everybody's struggling nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still battling the highest gas prices in the nation.
Yeah.
PG&E continually wants to raise our rates.
They're getting ridiculous.
I know, that's all getting crazy.
I'm getting tired of getting a almost $600 bill when I wasn't even home.
Right,
It's
exactly.
like, how does that? And how do you argue?
How do
you argue with them?
Exactly.
I mean, they're got a monopoly on us. So,
Exactly.
And we're gonna really try to continue that. We have, the brick hall in Lower Lake.
Oh,
So
good.
we wanna try
So
to
you
continue
have
that tradition.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So to continue the tradition, moving it to the brick hole, which is located down by the fire department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right next
Gotcha.
door.
Gotcha.
So what was the funny thing is like we had the breakfast with Santa here, and then what presents we had left over wasn't a lot, but we give a lot of presents away too, and
Yeah.
then we were able to take what we had left over.
That
down
was
to her,
wonderful
and
to
I
work together
and
like
I like
that.
that we. I mean, it's like, what do we do with these presents? Who do we find? And it's like, well, we could take them to the police department, but then Tina's like, oh no, I could take them down to Laura. Like, she'd do it again. I was like, oh good, we got a place to go. So
Yeah.
now we know that
Yeah.
if we get anything, where we can send our stuff for the giveaway, and that's always
that's
nice to have.
And that's what's great is having communities
Well, the
willing to
camaraderie
work
of
together.
everybody
Yeah,
working
exactly.
together. It
Yeah.
used to
And-
be Toys for Tots. Normally, when I did when I had the youth center, normally was a big thing that I do a big Christmas thing, and there's always people that have either they're homeless and they have kids, and you'd be surprised, and so they would always after their giveaway and then whatever they had left over, they'd give me those to have for my event, and then what I didn't use, I'd give back to them, you know. And then also the Rotarians did that too for me, you know, give me when I moved over here, they give me stuff to give away. This last year, we were blessed that somebody brought in a bunch of bags of gifts. We weren't really thinking we were going to give any gifts away, but she brought in like 3 or 4 bags full of gifts, and
that's
said,
how it
"Here,
starts."
yeah." And well, she actually supplied all our gifts, one person, which was really kind of awesome.
Oh, wow.
You know, very very thankful for her.
But there's
You know,
so many people that are involved with like the community action group, that are involved with the chamber, that are involved with Rotary.
Right.
So we have this
Lions,
whole
it's-
network where we're all interacting all the time.
Right.
And there's some really wonderful people involved in that.
And that's what it takes. It
helps.
takes a group effort of people to, you know, to pull these great community events off. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it shows. And then you see it on social media. You know, there was a lot of Thanksgiving, and there was, you know, you guys definitely made an impression on a lot of people in our community that actually really needed this service. You know what I mean?
It's just fun.
Yeah.
The whole, like you said, the energy of the whole thing is just worth every last effort.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good.
That's great. So what else do you do?
Right now, I am trying to gather my thoughts and get things ready to get things moved to the new location. I'm working on that. I spend a lot of time on the ranch, you know, with the dogs and the horses and all of that.
And how
it's kind of
how
like
large is your ranch?
65 acres.
65. That's a big
Can I
ranch
come
to
spend some
maintain.
time out there too? A runaway place.
Right.
Oh, we found a runaway place.
Well, Teresa, we thank you for coming in and sitting down with us and talking. When I first met you, well, I actually first met you through my beautiful wife, and she's, you know, that lady would be a good story, and I agreed with her. I said, and then your community involvement just made me feel, and I talked to Joyce about it. We started a new series this year. It's called Hometown Heroes. Teresa is a part of our Hometown Hero.
And thank you very
And
much
we
for
thank
inviting
you.
me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's part of our Hometown Hero series. And folks, stay tuned. We've got more coming this year. It's going to be an exciting year, 2023. The masks are off, folks. We're coming out.
Masks are off. Things
Yeah.
are open.
Yeah,
and
things are
hopefully
open,
we,
and
stay that way.
And you know, and Lord willing, our economy bounces back. And folks, when you get a chance, Teresa, when do you think? When's the opening day?
We're going to probably be the end of February, 1st of March, so just watch for us. We'll be there.
End of February, 1st of March. You know where to get your coffee. That great Italian style sandwich, so good. I can't tell you. If you didn't have a chance to go when she does open, don't miss it. Get down
that's
there.
right.
Yeah, get down there. Try and come down and see Teresa. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
Well, that was great sitting down with Teresa and talking about, you know, all the things she's done and the big part of this community that she has been a part of. And what'd you think?
You know, I love Teresa, and I mean, if you haven't had her food, you got to go get her food. So
Yeah, Pasquinelli's, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, she's
gonna.
going to have the new mobile,
Yeah.
mobile
So
deal.
they're right
Same
next
great
to them.
sandwiches, same great coffee.
Probably not the pastas. I think she said
Right.
probably not the pastas.
Probably not
But
the
you know,
pastas.
but yeah, if you haven't had her food, you got to go get her food. So
Absolutely.
I mean,
Visit Lower Lake,
yeah.
the old Tuscan village. For those of you who are new to the area, we have this amazing little Tuscan Italy looking village down there in Lower Lake, and unfortunately it burned down. But I think they're in the process of.
She said they were in the process of rebuilding. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm anxious to see what their design is going to be done
Right.
for it. I really hope they stay with the Tuscany village type thing. That was kind of cool. But that's where she's going to be setting up her cart for now, her trailer there for now, and you know, so stop by there. But you know, she gives back to the community so much that it's nice to be able to, especially when they have businesses that we support them, because they are very out there supporting us. So you know, please support her in her business as she supports our community. So that's I think she's a great person and does so much for us.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like.
And share
And subscribe. Yep, subscribe.
And follow.
We'll
And
follow. Yeah. Turn notifications off so we don't bug the heck out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some
Oh,
more.
I don't know. You can leave those on.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we don't mind bugging you at all. Let that little wink or a little tap on the shoulder. Stay tuned because we're going to have some more exciting episodes this year. And don't forget to visit us at our brand new website where you can actually access some of these videos. All right, we will see you soon.